Hey guys, what's up? It's TreeBros01 here, just a 10-second bite out of this video, and welcome back to another League of Legends Beginner's Guide, and today we are going to be going over Twisted Fate, the Card Master. Twisted Fate is a champion that has exceptional wave clear, high damage, and great map pressure, but in turn also has a high skill cap. Okay, so let's start with his abilities. First, his passive, Loaded Dice. While Twisted Fate is alive, he and his allies receive an additional 2 gold each time they kill a unit or destroy a structure. This is great to get your team some extra gold early on, and over time can actually stack up quite a lot and give your team a lot of extra gold in the later parts of the game. And then next we have his Q, Wild Cards. Twisted Fate throws 3 cards forward in an arc, dealing magic damage to enemies they pass through. This ability, you're going to want to max first because of the amount of damage, poke, and wave clear it gives you early on, and it's just overall a great ability. Then third we have his W, Pick a Card. When first activated, cards flash over Twisted Fate's head in the following order: blue, then red, then gold. This cycle repeats itself. When he uses the ability again, he picks the current card over his head. The card picked converts his next attack to magic damage and adds a special effect. This attack cannot miss or crit. Blue card. Twisted Fate's next attack will deal magic damage and restore mana. Red card. Twisted Fate's next attack will deal magic damage to both the target and all enemies within 100 range of the target. All damaged enemies will also be slowed for 2.5 seconds. Then gold card. Twisted Fate's next attack will deal magic damage and stun the target. This ability gives you a lot of variety for sustaining your mana in lane using blue card. For lane clear or AoE damage in teamfights, choose red or stun a target, then land the easy wild cards onto them for choosing gold. You will most likely be using gold card for most parts of the game. This ability is really hard to use, but it definitely will take time to practice, and I tend to max it second when I play Twisted Fate. Now it's time for his E, Stack Deck. Every 4th auto attack will deal bonus magic damage. In addition, Twisted Fate gains bonus attack speed. This ability isn't overall very useful on Twisted Fate, but it's definitely good for the extra damage it gives you, but I do tend to max it last. Now it's time for his ultimate, Destiny. When activated, Twisted Fate reveals all enemy champions, including stealth champions, for a few seconds. While Destiny is active, Twisted Fate can gate once. Now the ability for gate is, after channeling for 1.5 seconds, Twisted Fate teleports to the target location within range. So, pretty much the range for gate is around half the map in a circle, which is really good, which is why if Twisted Fate goes mid lane, it's really strong because you can teleport to both bot and top really easily. This is the pinnacle of Twisted Fate. This is what makes him so scary in competitive and casual play. Just the presence of this ability will make bot lanes tremble once you hit level 6. It does take time to learn how to use it, but once you do, it's one of the strongest abilities in game, and I like to put a point in it whenever I get the chance, just like all ultimates. Okay, so now let's move on to the runes and masteries on Twisted Fate. The runes I like to use on Twisted Fate are pretty standard for most ability power mids. I like to go Magic Pen Reds, Ability Power Quintessences, Magic Resist Glyphs, and Armor Seals. It's very standard. It has good offense and defense for the mid lane, and especially when you're ganking a lot of lanes, that defense really helps depending on who you're versing and who's in the other lanes. It's just an overall great page for pretty much any AP mid. Now, also, the masteries on Twisted Fate are pretty straightforward. It's 2109, typically used on all ability power mids that use mana and stuff. You just get that 21 in offense, just take everything in the mana, that pretty much, it just increases your damage. Also take the one that gives you ability power per auto attack, that also helps quite a bit on Twisted Fate. or like deals ability power damage on auto attacks just a little bit. Then your 9 on utility, just get buff duration, flash, meditate, recall. Just just look at this and pretty much copy it. This is a great AP mastery page for a lot of AP mids too. Yeah, okay, so item-wise, you could either start off Doran's Ring and 2 HP potions, which you can do now, which I think is awesome. I think that's great that they changed that. Or you could do either Boots or Crystalline Flask, but I do prefer the Doran's Ring 2 HP pot start. And then after that, you could either get Lichbane, Rabadon's Deathcap, or Zhonya's Hourglass. These are the 3 core ultimate items of Twisted Fate. And it does not matter at all which order you use them in. My favorite order is Lichbane, Zhonya's Hourglass, and Deathcap. Mostly, I just like getting the Zhonya's Hourglass sooner than Rabadon's Deathcap, just because it gives you that initiation potential with it, because you could ult in, stun Tristana, Q Tristana, and then Zhonya's before you get destroyed, and your team can follow up. So I just think at my level of play and the way I like to play, Zhonya's Hourglass is better after Lichbane, and then I just get Deathcap just to top off the AP, so you could be a strong ultimate Twisted Fate. Then after that, you could pretty much do whatever. You could get defensive items, you could get, Deathfire Grasp for all I care. Just, get some defensive items and keep going with your build. It's pretty much up to you. Obviously, you need boots, and just get Sword Boots. Okay guys, thanks for watching the guide. Hopefully I've given you all of the information that you need to know so you yourself can start to become a Twisted Fate master. So, if you guys want a little bit more information, keep watching because right now I am going to be showing you kind of how I play Twisted Fate and some gameplay that I had in the game I recorded of how I played Twisted Fate and how we ended up using Twisted Fate to our team's advantage and just demolishing people. So here's the rest of the game highlighted into clips with some music in the backgrounds. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a favorite. And if you really enjoyed it and like my other content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more beginner's guides, solo queue adventures, and even more live streams. So go check it out. Peace out.